Ashland, Oregon, here is the general manager of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival, William Patton.
Hello. Perhaps most of you remember, this area where I'm standing has always been called the Green Room here at America's first Elizabethan theater. But this autumn, the color mood tends toward the more somber tones. That's where the stage door used to be. Many fine actors and actresses passed through that bit of space to the stage beyond, many of whom I'm sure you will remember well. Through the years of our growth, some outstanding talent has performed for you here. Several of them have gone on to acclaim in other realms of the professional theater. Several have achieved important positions in academic theater. As our own fame widened, the future possibilities of our actors also widened. More and more people saw our casts on the festival's dynamic stage and then came back again and again. We haven't time to tell the whole story, but from a few hundred Ashland patrons in 1935, the festival expanded to the point that in 1958, nearly 30,000 watched our 6 weeks performance season. We were actually at a peak in our expansion last summer when our staff represented 17 states and England, and our audiences checked in from every state in the Union and from several foreign nations. We literally outgrew ourselves. Odd as it must seem to all of you, our theater organization is facing its greatest crisis at the time of its greatest success. I would like for you to meet Mr. A.C. Fries, president of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival Association. Archie, I wonder if you would tell our viewers just a bit of what's happened to us.
I'd be glad to, Bill. Just as you said, we outgrew ourselves. The grand old stage we had been using just couldn't take the strain any longer. 3 years ago, the fire marshal told us its days were numbered. He declared it too hazardous for our staff to work in.
But since our audiences weren't in any way endangered, we were allowed to use it for a little while longer.
That's right, but only with the understanding that the extension was limited, and last year was the end of the limitation. We simply had to tear it down, so it's all gone.
Our rapidly growing stature in world theater has actually brought thousands of tourists into this region. Not only has this helped raise the artistic prestige of the Pacific Coast, but it has also given this Oregon and Northern California area the benefit of literally millions of tourist dollars, money that is earned elsewhere but spent right here. The loss of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival would be a financial loss that many would feel. And that's why we are asking all of our friends to help us raise the $275,000 we must have by Christmas if we are to open next season. Hundreds of volunteer workers will be making personal solicitations. Thousands of special information folders will be sent through the mails. The financial response we get from this appeal will determine whether this area will be able to keep the economic, educational, and pleasurable benefits of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival.
And we might point out that all contributions to the Oregon Shakespearean Festival are deductible from that is, the state of Oregon and federal income taxes.
If a beautiful new theater reclaims this barren skyline, if on the night of July 28, 1959, a colorfully costumed cast strides through this now empty square to fill a stage and find your applause, if these things happen, is up to you. That's where the stage door was. That's where it may be again.
To discover how you can help keep the Oregon Shakespearean Festival in operation, send a card to Shakespeare, Ashland, Oregon.